Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing a few recent bits of Ninjago news, including, first of all, a very awesome update coming at us once again from the official LEGO YouTube channel, but then we have some rather disappointing news to get into. Some Ninjago news that will be disappointing for fans of Morro especially, who is a fan favorite character, so I'm sure this news will be very disappointing to many of you. Maybe not though, we will talk about that momentarily. But first, let's talk about the update coming at us from the official LEGO YouTube channel. Obviously, as I'm sure you guys know, recently they have been on a roll, uploading a lot of classic Ninjago seasons just as super long independent videos. As of the time of recording this video, so far we have seasons 1, 2, and 3, but we are very much expecting more seasons to be coming very soon, especially since there is now a live stream, which is now up 24/7, broadcasting episodes from seasons 1 to season 5. And this live stream just started not too long ago. As of the time of recording this video, I literally tuned in to see the final battle between Lloyd and the Overlord. Now, I do really enjoy all of the developments that the official LEGO YouTube channel has been giving us, especially for classic Ninjago, and I'm excited to see what else they upload. However, I must say, they need to upload the pilot episodes, at least upload them somewhere, somehow. The pilot episodes are so hard for most people to track down and watch. They are very rare to come across on streaming services. In fact, right now, the only way that I can watch them, or at least the most convenient way that I can watch them officially, is by watching the DVD that I have. So naturally, I think a lot of people would appreciate the pilots being uploaded, but maybe they are saving that for the 15th anniversary day or something like that. It's hard to say. But as of right now, again, we have seasons 1 through 5 airing on a 24/7 live stream. Just figured that was worth mentioning. But now, talking about the main subject of this video, I guess you can say, the entire reason why I made this video, let's talk about some recent Morro news, which again, might be a little bit disappointing, but let's get into it here. And of course, this does come courtesy of Ninjago series co-creator Tommy Andreasen over on Twitter, who has been answering a ton of Ninjago questions as of late, one of which is this one. Someone asks, I would like to know, if possible, what were the initial concepts or ideas for Ninjago Season 8 before the movie changed everything? Tommy Andreasen replies, we were aware of the movie ever since we were writing Tournament of Elements. Possession's concept was based on the first idea for the movie, the story of Wu's secret student. We simply kept going, knowing that we'd have to stay clear of what the movie would be doing. Yeah, so all things considered here, it sounds like one of the original plans for the Ninjago movie, the first one, not the upcoming live action one, though more on that in a second. It sounds like the original plans for the first Ninjago movie were the storylines that we saw play out in Ninjago Season 5, with Morro being Wu's secret student and all that, a student that was raised by Wu even before the ninja. Of course, we've all seen Possession, we all know how that storyline went. However, it does seem kind of weird that originally the plans for the Ninjago movie were going to involve, again, Morro and the plot of Ninjago Season 5. All things considered, Morro was supposed to have his own movie. Now, I do believe this was at a time where maybe the Ninjago movie was still considered behind the scenes to possibly be TV canon. Like maybe, for example, the Ninjago movie, when it was initially being developed, was supposed to be a movie for the TV show before it was changed to a non-canon spin-off. Again, the first Ninjago movie was announced officially back in 2014, shortly after the release of the first LEGO movie. So I imagine maybe following that release, maybe the staff behind the Ninjago movie decided to change it to more so fit in line with that movie, as opposed to, again, just being a straight-up movie for the Ninjago TV series. Because after that switch, again, the writing team for the Ninjago TV show could use those ideas from the movie for one of their upcoming seasons. And in 2014, early 2014 even, I imagine Season 4 and Season 5 were both being written at least close to that time, since we know that Ninjago seasons are usually written a year and a half to 2 years before the season actually comes out. And we know that Seasons 4 and 5 were very much being worked on very closely alongside each other. They are very similar, they have a lot of similar characters, a lot of similar ideas, a lot of similar lore. So again, while this is definitely not confirmed, this is just speculation on my part, I do feel like initially the Ninjago movie was going to be for the actual TV show, focusing on this secret student that Wu actually had, which of course we know now to have been Morro. But after development shifted, the movie was transitioned into something entirely different, its own separate canon existing outside of the TV show. Of course, the movie would later go on to actually influence the show, more specifically with the designs of the ninja themselves, but again, the movie is not TV show canon. Or alternatively, like I said, maybe the movie was always envisioned to be some kind of Lego movie spin-off, but maybe it would have borrowed more from the show or something like that. Again, all we can do is speculate regarding what exactly happened behind the scenes, just based on what Tommy Andreasen said here. I do find it interesting, though, that Morro was at one point initially conceived for the Ninjago movie, because for fans of the Ninjago movie, a lot of people have been wanting to see a sequel, maybe adapting Morro in some way. A very popular fan idea for the Ninjago movie too would be to have Morro involved somehow. Like how the first movie adapted Lord Garmadon, maybe the second movie could adapt Morro. Of course, more likely than not, there will never be a sequel to the Ninjago movie that we got back in 2017. However, we do have the upcoming live-action Ninjago movie. Could we potentially see Morro in that movie, for example? Well, in my opinion, probably not, because I feel like, if anything, the upcoming live-action Ninjago movie will, again, just be a remake of the pilot episodes, maybe stretching them out to be a fully fledged movie. Morro was obviously not in the pilots, having first showed up in season 5 of Ninjago, obviously. However, if the Ninjago movie really wanted to throw in a Morro reference, say if it is based on the pilot episodes, part of the plot of the pilot episodes is the ninja traveling to the Caves of Despair to locate the Scythe of Quakes, which we know is the same location that Morro died in canonically in the Ninjago timeline, so the live-action Ninjago movie could always include a reference to Morro, maybe even showing his skeleton, for example, like we saw it in Season 5 in the Caves of Despair. But as of right now, I think that's all of the potential that Morro could have for the upcoming live-action Ninjago movie, but I do find it, again, very intriguing that at one point in time, Morro was at least considered for the original Ninjago movie, before things changed, before plans changed, and eventually the plot that they had for the Ninjago movie would have been transitioned into the plot for Ninjago Season 5. I know it might be disappointing for Morro fans to hear that Morro pretty much almost had a Ninjago movie to himself, but what exactly do you guys think, everybody? That's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Like I said, just thought this reveal by Ninjago series co-creator Tommy Andreasen was very interesting. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this down below in the comments. What exactly do you think about this reveal, and what exactly do you think about the idea that at one point in time the Ninjago movie, all things considered, was designed to include Morro and focus on him? Leave all of your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.